Good morning everyone, and welcome back to another video here from the magical island of Sumba. For the last 10 days we've been exploring this incredible island with a motorbike all by ourselves, but today we have decided to take a local guide who can explain more about the fascinating culture here on the island. This is our tour guide Daniel, who's going to be taking us around for the day. Are you excited?
All good.
Yeah, all
Thank
good.
You.
Come on then.
So we haven't had breakfast, but Ria's just gone and picked up these cappuccino cream biscuits. How much were they?
10,000.
10,000.
How good do they sound?
They sound amazing.
Oh, she's so lovely. She's so lovely. Every day I went to this shop, and now after 10 days, every time I go in there, she gives me a big hug, and she never wants me to pay for anything. Obviously I do, but she's like, no, like my friend, have it. Oh, she's so adorable. I'm actually gonna miss her. I hope I can go back and see her soon.
So we've just been told that when you die here in Sumba, you can actually be buried in front of your house. Many of the houses that we've passed do actually have graves. That's so interesting because in England, this is definitely not the case. You have to go to either be cremated, or if you are buried, you're buried in like a funeral park. What's it called?
Cemetery.
Yeah, you're buried in a cemetery. So yeah, it's so weird to see this.
When a man falls in love with a woman in Sumba, in order to marry her, he has to gift the parents a horse and a buffalo. But if they want 25 of each, then that's what they have to give, otherwise they have to say goodbye. Sam, where's my buffalo?
I would be single forever.
I want a buffalo. Not to do anything with, just as a pet. They're really cute.
So I've been driving for about an hour and a half now, and now we've just stopped for some food, some coffee. This is called the Rest Place, and looks like you've got got some McCann going on, got some peanuts. Hello.
Yeah.
Got some corn, got some peanuts, some crisps.
Brapa? Lima? Yeah, I'll get some of these. These look really good. I love these. Dried banana or.
This is
The same?
Fried, yeah. They dry out and fry the banana. They're so good. They're like natural crisps. Coffee. You want a coffee? Yeah. So I'll get some of these. Lima pulu.
I've never tried black coffee before, but this organic Sumbanese coffee, it's unbelievable.
I've never seen a corn that looks like this. Look at this.
It's like white, it's not even yellow.
Yeah, and it's not stuck together like in a perfect line like it is in England.
It just goes to show that our one is GMO.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give it a go. I've never tried corn like this before. It's so good. It is not sweet like the sweet corn that you're used to. It tastes completely different, but it tastes so fresh. Oh wow. That is completely different to our sweet corn.
Let me try.
Try it. How nice is that?
It's fresh.
Yeah.
But it's not as sweet.
It's delicious.
It's really good.
Anyway, you don't want it, I do.
yeah.
Alright, calm down. What are you doing? Thank you. I think he likes it. We're passing through some of the most incredible views with rice fields. The horses are just chilling. It's just so peaceful and so stunning here. And it's completely untouched, which just makes it even more special.
We've travelled to other beautiful places like Sumatra, but you notice when you look out the window, it's just rows and rows of palm. And that's something that we've noticed in Sumba, is that there is no palm oil here. And we're just praying that the government do not bring it here, so it remains natural and doesn't ruin the nature.
We've been driving for about another hour since we had coffee. I'm feeling very sleepy, but we've arrived at Bukit Wairinding, which is a place where you can see endless hills. And right now it's actually their summer, so the hills are brown, but usually if you come before the summer season, they're bright green. But we're gonna go and check it out now. Sam's just signing in. Oh, there's a fly on me. And yeah, I feel so sleepy, I don't even know what I'm saying.
For all of.
Okay.
For 2 people with the park.
Perfect. It's only 25, which is really good for 2 people and parking. So, man tap.
We've arrived at midday, so it's very hot and very bright. But I can imagine that if you come for sunset or something, it'd be so beautiful. They've got these horses that you can rent, which would be so magical during the sunset. We might have to come back. Good?
Guys, even in dry season, it is unbelievably beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
I didn't expect this.
It looks like we've arrived on Mars.
Sun.
You're right there.
This is so hard to see the screen, guys. Hope you appreciate this. Subscribe.
It's so beautiful, but I definitely think that you should come for sunset because it's actually blinding me. I've had to put these glasses on that Sam uses for his bike. But wow. Hello, baby. Her name's Putri, and you can ride her if you come here. She's so beautiful. She likes little head strokes. Look. Such a beautiful baby, isn't ya?
Daniel was saying if you own a horse and you own some land, you could be the king and queen of Sumba.
Yes, please. I want this horse. That horse was so beautiful, and they're in such good condition, and you can tell that the owner really loved her because the whole time he was stroking her, he was parting her hair. And it's so nice to see because sometimes animals are abused for tourism purposes, but you can tell this is definitely not the case. Like, he definitely loved that horse. I really want to come back for sunset so I can ride her because she was a little angel. Come and check out this room. It is so nice. I was not expecting this at all. But look at this. Got a nice comfy bed, wardrobe, a beautiful balcony. Look at this. The bathroom's really nice as well.
So this is our home for the next 5 nights.
Yeah, I must say this room is so much better than the one we just had, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one we just had was perfectly fine for us. We don't like luxury, but this one looks like it's going to be very comfortable.
I like luxury.
You like luxury, yeah, I'm speaking for me. Right, anyway, we're heading straight back out now. We're going to grab some lunch before we continue our day. Just stopped at the restaurant for lunch, which I'm glad about because I'm absolutely starving because it's like 2 o'clock already. That drive was really long actually. I'm really glad we didn't do that on a motorbike. But we're in East Sumba now and it's already noticeably different. It looks a lot more modernised. The buildings are not traditional. Maybe outside of this city they are, but in the west, they were all traditional. It looks really different here. But it also looks really clean and really nice. Yeah, probably one of the cleanest cities I've ever seen in Indonesia. Anyway, let's go have some lunch. So I'm going to be trying the Soto Kambing, which is a goat soup. I've never tried goat before.
English.
So let's give it a go. I find it a little bit fatty, which I don't normally like in meat.
Right.
But it's not bad. Not bad, but I wouldn't order it again. So this restaurant also has goat satay. The satay's better because it's not in soup. It feels more like the texture's more hard. It tastes better. I like that. Reminds me of pork. And you as well? Yeah, pork. Hang up. Just a short drive from the restaurant and we've arrived at the King's Village.
Prailiu.
Prailiu. Let's go.
East Sumba.
Yes, East Sumba. So we're sitting here now with the leader of the village. His name is Pulu.
And he speaks good English.
Yes. Family of the king.
Very good English.
Sam's giving him a cigarette
Yes.
as a sign of gratitude for welcoming us to his village. Pulu is showing me the guest rooms because you can actually stay here, which is so cool. Look at this.
When the guests coming, then
Then they
make
clean.
Clean.
Oh wow, look at this. So guys, if you want to stay in a traditional village with a lovely leader, be sure to check it out. It looks really comfortable and clean.
So there's 4 rooms here. You don't book online, you just show up and hope that they've got room. And if they do, what an experience, guys. I mean, it doesn't get more authentic than this, does it?
So this is a traditional Sumbanese bamboo house. And our tour guide actually explained to us earlier that the reason that the roof is so high is because it's closer to God. And there's a ladder inside the house that will take you up to the top and everyone can pray up there together. The owner of this house is Australian. How funny is that? She married into the royal family here. So now she has this house with the king, which is crazy. I need to marry into royalty, I think. What do you think?
No.
I think that I need to marry into royalty.
Oh,
You
yeah.
agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. But now they live in Australia, so no one's in the house at the minute.
They have a room, a little big room, and then have a toilet.
Oh.
Partition with the
So you can also rent this house. This one's 250,000 a night, and you get to sleep next to the king's house. And if you come in July, August or September, you can actually see the horse racing right in front of your room. What a beautiful place to stay. If I'd have known about this, I probably wouldn't have booked that homestay for tonight and would have stayed here. What an authentic experience. And it's so relaxing, minus the crazy dogs.
So there's a woman here from the United States. She married someone from Sumba and now she resides in this house. Let's go meet her. Hello.
Hi. 2020, I moved here to Sumba and we are working in building Christian schools through Sumba and in the villages mostly. But I got married here and now I got family here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's an amazing place to live. You know, there's challenges for sure, but I would just totally recommend to anyone who wants to raise a family here. It's a great place to raise a family, and there are some things that I see my friends in America dealing with, you know, daycare or childcare and things like that. That it's just not an issue, right? So there are really great blessings to living here in the culture and community.
I love it. Oh,
Hey!
Excuse you.
Big cough.
big cough, so cute.
Oi!
Attack, please.
He's like,
No, do not
that my
attack.
It's good for the vlog. If you told me this morning that I'll be sitting in a King's Village speaking to an American woman from Florida, I would have called you crazy.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's so interesting to meet someone like that though, because she's literally given up her whole life in America and just moved to a village like this. And me and Sam want to do something similar, probably not as extreme as this, but we would love to live in a place like Indonesia because of exactly what she said. The community aspect is so strong and it's so important and it makes people so much happier, and it's just something we've completely lost in the West, and it's something that's so important. So maybe one day we'll be living somewhere like this and we'll thank this woman.
For souvenir.
Wow.
That one statue, long time ago, that is very primitive statue.
This is the symbol of the woman.
Ivory from the elephant.
Oh, from the
It's come
elephant.
from the ivory of the elephant. Wow.
And this one is wood?
Yeah, wood.
How much this one?
Pira? 150.
150, wow.
Wow.
What do you think?
Chamomile?
Chamomile. It's really nice, and it's made from wood, so I can keep this as a good luck charm. Yeah, I think so, and it
Okay.
helps the village, right? Yeah, I got something from the other one, so yes. Okay, satu ratus. No, zeratus. Zeratus.
Whilst Ria's buying her souvenirs, I just want to show you this tree. When you park in the car park, you're greeted by this. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Ria, have you seen this tree?
Wow. This place is so cool.
I'd say out of the 2 villages that we've visited so far, this is by far the best one. It might be because we had a guide who can sort of explain things to us, but I don't know, I feel like the energy here is just completely different. It's just indescribable. I'd definitely come back. So now we're heading to the final spot of the day, which is the dancing tree, and hopefully we'll make it in time for sunset.
Yeah, we've got about an hour's drive, but I'm hopeful. We've just pulled up to the last spot of the day, which is Pantai Walakiri, and it's famous for the trees that dance in the mangroves on the beach. So we're gonna go and check it out now. This feels like a perfect place to end the day. The plastic of Indonesia, man. Turn up at these incredible places and there's so much freaking plastic. There seriously needs to be something done about the plastic problem in Indonesia, because the beaches and everywhere is so stunning and then there's just so much trash. It's upsetting actually, I hate it. We've come for a little walk up the beach, but unfortunately we cannot find the dancing trees, and Sam's flying the drone and they're nowhere to be seen. So I think this is one of those places where Google Maps and Instagram completely screws you over because it just doesn't exist. But it does look beautiful from the drone view. So yeah, you're just gonna have to enjoy that instead. Good sunset?
Yeah, it was actually really good. At first it was a little bit like, where's the trees? But after I flew the drone, I found the trees. Tiny little things.
Right guys, we're gonna head back to the hotel now, ready to chill. We're knackered.
We are.
Knackered.
It's amazing how tired you can get by sitting down all day in a car.
True.
So we're just finishing our day with some food. We stopped off at a local warung. It's very local, and I think we're gonna get some ayam lalapan. Okay, change of plans. We couldn't find anywhere with ayam bakar or ayam lalapan, so we're just gonna get the classic nasi goreng. The guy who's making the food is our first subscriber here in Sumba.
So cute.
Just watching him make this, and it looks like there's enough nasi goreng for an entire village, but I have a feeling it's just for us 4.
Oh, this looks so good. I'm so excited for this. Oh, let's give it the taste test. You cannot go wrong with a nasi goreng. Oh, it's spicy though. Woo.
Sitting on the side of the road, eating possibly the best, but also the most spiciest nasi goreng I've ever had in my life. I'm absolutely sweating.
So
God.
good though.
Oh. But the extra rook is helping.
I'm always recommended, like for the backpackers, they can eat on the street, but they
Shameful.
have a good.
It's a lot of food, I can't finish it, but it's so good.
Our camera actually died whilst we was eating dinner, so we're now back at the room.
But to summarise, we did have a really nice day exploring with the car. It was nice to have a break from the motorbike because our backs have been hurting quite a lot from sitting on there and driving such long distances on bad roads.
Big time.
But I don't think that the price that we paid was worth it. And I definitely think that if you enjoy riding a motorbike, you can do that on your own.
Definitely.
Because the roads are so beautiful and it kind of feels like you're trapped in the car. Whereas when you drive the motorbike, you feel like your senses are more heightened. Like you see people, you can smell the smells.
Yeah, and you can stop when you want.
Yeah.
Rather than just stopping off at the 3 spots that we chose to stop off in.
Yeah, and also our guide didn't really guide us, so it was more like a chauffeur service.
Yeah, it's more like a taxi with like a stop off.
A taxi with a really high price.
Yeah.
We did actually pay 3 million for this day trip, which is really high.
Yeah.
We wouldn't usually do it, but we had to get over to the east and we didn't want to do it with all our bags and everything on the bike. But yeah.
And we just found out that the price was actually meant to be half.
Yeah.
So
we're a little bit...
You live and you learn. You live and you learn. So learn from our mistake.
Don't pay that much.
No,
and
definitely not.
If you are arranging a tour, I would definitely shop around a little bit to see if you can find a better price.
Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed exploring East Sumba with us. We're going to see you in the next vlog, which we're going to do something really exciting. So stay tuned for that.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below. And we'll see you in the next one.